What's going on YouTube? My name is Marcus, aka Apostle, and today I am bringing you another Spellbreak guide. This time we are going to show how to win with Conduit. I am going to be running Runic Fluency, Fervor, and Recovery as my build. You could do a lot of things with Conduit that work well. I like Runic Fluency because I really just like high mobility in Spellbreak. That's why Stone and Pyro are like my least favorite classes because they have the least amount of mobility in my opinion. You could also run Focus Mana, which pairs well with Power Surge, the third ability, which gives you basically infinite mana for 4 seconds after you cast your sorcery. So if you have Focus Mana, you're going to get the increased spell damage the entire time that that's going, on top of the potential energy, which increases your lightning damage too. So you can run that if you want for a high damage build. You can run Spellslinger, which is really interesting playstyle for Conduit. You can run runes in your inventory. Most people use Spellslinger and run a second gauntlet, or a third gauntlet, I mean. But you can run like a teleport and a dash. And so what you can do is you can keep your teleport up and then a dash in your inventory, and then so you can teleport on people. You could use your overload, which increases your rune when you cast your lightning strike. So you can teleport onto people, switch to dash, cast your lightning strike, and then you'll have a dash up for that close combat. You could also use Harmony if you strike yourself a lot and you just want to take less damage. You can do a lot of different builds with Conduit, honestly. As far as the middle perks go, I would just stick with Fervor. It increases your damage, and it's just great all around. Tends to be the best out of body. And then for Spirit, you tend to just want to stick with Thirsty or Recovery, unless you're doing a meme no-belt build where you're going to run Recklessness, but that's just a meme build in all reality. Alright, let's get this started. Well, this game's starting. If you guys do enjoy the video, if you learned something, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out the Twitch stream down in the description below. And then if you want to buy stuff out of the store and you're on PC, my creator code is ApostleOG. You can find that in the top right, and you can throw that in while you're buying gold, and a part of the proceeds will go to me. If you're not going to use mine, you can use whoever's. Just make sure you use somebody's because it's free money to your favorite creator, so don't forget. But yeah, we're going to get into this game. Let's look in Westmar. Westmar is one of my favorite places. One of the best places in my opinion. I like Westmar, I like Halcyon, I like Bogmore. Those are like my 3 big ones. I'll occasionally go up to Lowland, but I usually kind of stick to those. You got one other person, 2 more over there. But yeah, so basically Conduit's not my main class, but I did main it at the beginning of beta. Or no, the end of beta. Because I did the ultimate Conduit video for Proletariat, which is essentially a Conduit montage for the developers. This guy's landing right on me. I don't want that. Conduit's not great out of the gate. So I'm kind of just going to try to keep my distance, loot up a little bit. I accidentally fat-fingered my lightning strike. This guy's pushing me. I'm going to use my ice, just because it's got a little bit more, and then wind's a better close range spam. So if you want to run a lot of spam, you could just run wind and lightning. And do some of that. So I found a dash. What you really want to do is use your runes to keep distance with your lightning gauntlet. I've got wind, so my close range is actually pretty good. If you guys don't know, wind is like an SMG. Lightning's more of an assault rifle, so wind's damage falls off really quickly. It does a lot of damage in your face, but if you get any distance, then you're not going to do very much damage. So basically I've got a purple dash. That's really the only thing I have going for me right now. I'm not going to keep this wind gauntlet, even though it does work. I just don't really like playing a spammy build. It's kind of boring to me. Nice, I got a purple belt. Hopefully we get something good out of here. I'll actually take the stone. I consider stone and lightning the easy mode build. I think it's one of the easiest builds in the game. But what I'm really looking for is a toxic gauntlet. I usually run either toxic or fire with lightning. There's a guy right here. Just gonna use my stone. He's gonna back up, and then I can spam him down with lightning if I could ever hit a shot. Use my sorcery to kind of bait him out. Now I got a purple lightning. Got my toxic. This guy had like my whole build. So I'll take it. I really want this recovery scroll. Thank you. Recovery is super important to get maxed out. It's really, really, really strong. So now we got purple lightning, purple dash, blue toxic, and we can push towards zone. We don't have a lot of space to cover. It's literally just right here. Usually when I do these videos, I end up running halfway across the map, so this is nice. But now I got overload, which is going to increase my rune charge. I'm going to cast my sorcery just to get the 3 stacks off and get my strike off cooldown. So basically, if I go into a fight now, I have 4 rune charges, which is a crazy amount of movement. So I have the 3 stacked up, and then I have my sorcery that I can cast to get a 4th. I don't really want to save him up. I want to try to find a fight. I'm going to try to find as many people as I can to kill. Try not to strike myself. I have a really bad habit of striking myself with lightning that I never really got out of the habit of. Especially once I get the 4th, the secondary strike, which adds 4 more strikes to your lightning. I'll usually like be chasing people down, throw a lightning strike on them, and then think it's just going to do 1, and then I end up running through it and striking myself 2 or 3 times. So you want to be careful of that. But I did play Conduit as my competitive build at the end of beta. It's really, really strong, easy damage, lots of movement. And you just don't really have to overextend to do much with it. There is a guy that sees me right down here. He's gonna quick spam him down. He's gonna fly. Gonna use my dash to keep the distance on him, and then all I'm really doing is just following and spamming. Almost struck myself. What I want to do is hit him with that to prevent him from flying. I lost him. Whoa. This guy's a magician. Did he leave the game? I remember there being like a glitch spot in here. Yeah, you think I don't know? You think I don't know? You think I play this game 8 hours a day and don't know about this spot, man? Is that what you think? I actually don't know how to get out of here though. Nobody talk about that. That's not in the game. Nobody needs to know. He was actually a magician. Actually just disappeared. So there's a little secret spot right there. Don't use it. This guy's actually getting pinched right here. He's trying to snipe me. He has a guy coming up right behind him. So now I can third party this third party. Oh, 4th party. There's a bunch of people here. Big party. Don't ever feather fall against lightning or else you just get popped. Just keep medium range when you can. If people push you, I have my toxic to really do damage with when they get close. And I can just hold that down. This guy's close again. Gonna dash. Be a little bit slippery and just keep popping them. There's not a whole lot of complexity to lightning. I think this is a bot. Yeah, he's not really moving, so I'm just gonna pop this real quick. Pop him real quick. Nothing too crazy. He did bring me an epic toxic, which is nice. But basically, if you don't want to run dash, you could also run flight to keep distance or teleport. Which actually you get a lot of use out of your overload with that because it cuts off a lot of big damage. I think this is Plop, one of the best Tempest players in the game, and you could just see how easily lightning shreds through him. I know it's darkness. But still, Lightning versus Tempest is just the end of the world for the Tempest player. There's not a whole lot they can do. Basically, your goal with Lightning is just to keep people within line of sight. So if you can see them, you can do damage to them. It's really the only class like that. So everybody else is just trying to make sure you can't see them. What they're going to try to bait you to do is they're going to try to get around a corner and basically wait there, and they can corner camp. So say I'm chasing somebody from here to me. They're going to be running like this, right? You're going to be zapping them in the back. They're going to come around this corner, and then their goal is just to wait. They'll probably pop some pots, get some health up, and then once you close the distance on them, then your lightning is basically useless. So you want to maintain a really good medium distance with it. You want to be able to manage your runes really well, and your sorcery striking. So if you can get the benefit out of overload and power surge at the same time, which is really, really good. So basically, you can get your extra rune charge, and you can get your infinite mana for 4 seconds, and just have the mobility and the extra damage from just being able to hold down left click and spam. So basically, your goal is just to hit as many consistent shots as you can. There's really not a whole lot else to Conduit other than that. You really, if you're trying to be top tier with the class, you want to get good at managing overload and power surge. That's where your like bread and butter is, where you're most gonna be able to become better at the class. There's not a whole lot of skill increase when it comes to just using the gauntlet. What a lot of people actually don't know about the gauntlet is the sorcery can hit basically up to the skybox. So if there's people flying in the air and like flying straight up in final zone, you can cast the sorcery underneath them and hit people that are like way up in the sky with it. I'll try to demonstrate with that. But the stun is really, really strong. So your sorcery, more than damage, I mean, you could do a lot of damage with it, especially now that I have secondary strike up. So now, like, look how fast it strikes. It does 20 damage for all of those. So if somebody gets stuck in that, it's 100 damage. Plus, they're stunned, so they're easy shots with that. So you really want to play off your stuns if you can. If people are pushing you, you can use your sorcery to stun them right as they get close, and then you can do damage, create distance, do whatever you need to do while they're stunned. You can also, what I really like to do is use my toxic clouds to stun somebody. So if I throw that down and then shock it, it's going to shock people in the immediate radius. I'm just going to use my toxic, back off a little bit. There's another guy. And then push him again. He was stunned. Couldn't really do a whole lot. I just was able to run up and then slap him because he had no mobility. Once you get people on the back foot with lightning, they're in a really, really bad spot. Once they're trying to kite you away, like look, he's trying to run. He went invis. I can still see him in the sky. There's not really a whole lot he can do other than break line of sight here. I actually stunned myself, or shocked myself, and he's dead. He wasn't running Harmony on Frost. That's really the only way he would have been able to get away. He could have popped his Q there, or his Frost Sorcery, which blocks incoming lightning, to do that. Really, the only way I can explain how to be good with lightning is to explain how people can counter it, so you know what to look out for. So now I just zap this guy. He's pretty far away. He's running stone. I'm going to try to get up on this rock because I don't think the stone's going to be there. I'll be able to hit him there. I choked my sorcery. Have infinite mana though. Let's see. He tries to fly. Just takes so much free damage. There's really no easy way to get away from lightning. Killed him. Have this guy behind me. Ooh, he actually hits those. I'm going to use this to create distance. I'm going to shock it. So that way if he tries to push me, he's going to get shocked. He can't do any extra damage there. Unless he's running Harmony. He's pushing super hard. He knows it's me, most likely. So I'm just kind of using that to hide. He's still over there. He's invis right there. I'm going to try to get out. He got third partied. Use a bush. Sitting here. I'm worried that he's going to sneak up on me with invis. It's really tough to see if you don't see them when they go invis. I just heard him go invis. So I want to be careful. I want these guys to fight each other. The zone's getting smaller, so my lightning's getting less and less useful. Once this zone comes all the way in, he's right under here below me. I can hear him. Once this zone comes in, I'm not going to be in the best spot. I really need more potions. This guy down here tried to push me really hard. The best way to deal with invis like that is you just have to use your ears. If you can get high ground, you can get them to levitate, and then that's easy to hear them. He's right over here somewhere. I saw him. Gonna let him try to come towards me. Double stunned. I corroded him so I can see him. Just gonna use my toxic, get the high ground off the stone, and then zap him when he tries to create distance. So yeah. Basically, you're trying to play to medium range. That's the entirety of lightning. Is trying to is trying to play medium range, managing your rune cooldowns and your infinite mana. And then having a good close range gauntlet is really key. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Twitch stream. This is live. Everybody in chat say hi. And if you want, you can use my creator code in the top right. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a good one. Later, YouTube. Bye. Nice. Was that good? Did you guys learn anything? Waldo Wagon. What's up? Welcome in.